Hi, I'm Allie with PotomacBeads, and in this Better Beader episode, I'm going to go over about how many beads are in a gram. This is really helpful if you're looking at different patterns that call for the number of beads that you're going to need, as well as patterns that call for the number of grams you need. This is a great reference and a great way to figure out exactly how many beads you need for your project, and also to realize the size difference in some of the seed beads that we'll be looking at. Recently, what we do is we go ahead and we print off and include in your orders some different cards that have features of new products on the front, but then also something helpful so that it's not just a waste and you don't throw it out. One of our most recent cards, we did size measurements, we did the number of beads to go in and actually do a bezel, and the one that we're coming out with now is the number of beads per gram and the tube sizes that we carry them in. So what I wanted to show you was looking at the different beads here. What does it mean to read the label, how many beads are in each tube, and how do you read a pattern that is referencing how many grams that you need? So this lovely pendant here is the Window of the World design here by Teresa, and in the instructions, which are being edited right now and going through for final review, you can see that we have exactly how many Rivolis you're going to need one piece, how many chatons you're going to need, how many seed beads. Often it will list an approximation of grams of seed beads rather than the actual number, because really who's going to get out and count 2020 15-0 seed beads or so forth. So a lot of patterns will refer to the amount that you need per gram. If you do have a supplier that sells by the piece versus by the gram, it's helpful to know what the conversion is for that and how many beads are there actually per gram. Obviously, depending on the size of the bead, it's going to differ how many beads there are per gram when you're looking at them. A 15-0, for example, one tiny little bead is going to weigh less and be lighter than a 6-0 beads. Also, I have some delicas here in 15-0, some 15-0 Miyuki seed beads, Toho 11 and Miyuki 11. We have some Czech 8-0 seed beads and some Toho 6-0 seed beads. All of these different seed beads have a different gram weight. They're also slightly different per supplier. So per manufacturer of the beads, you might notice a slight difference in the amount of beads per gram. So a helpful image that I want to bring up for you is the back of the postcard. And for the back of the postcard here, when you're looking at it, we have the number of beads looking up kind of here. You're looking at the number of beads in each column and the different types of beads. So when you're looking at it, you have the Miyuki seed beads in the 6-0. Now the Miyuki seed beads in the 6-0, you're going to recognize that there's about 8 beads per inch. So this is also helpful because it'll tell you exactly how many beads you need to get an inch. So approximately 8 beads in a 6-0 seed bead are going to get you 8 beads per inch, 11 beads per gram, and 160 beads per tube that we sell, which is going to be a 14 or 13 gram tube of that bead. Looking down further then, you have the 8-0s, the 11-0s, the 15-0s, all throughout the different kind of columns that you're looking at. Now you'll notice one thing that is really interesting is to look and see how many beads are actually in a gram. So when you get the Miyuki seed beads in 15-0s, if you're getting a tube of 15-0 seed beads, when you get the tube of 15-0 seed beads, you are getting 2,300 approximately beads in a tube. That is often why they're referred to as gram weight rather than the actual beads. Many projects are going to use, especially a pendant like the Windows of the World, it's using 0.5 grams. So you have 0.5 grams is all you need to do this lovely Windows of the World pattern. Obviously, that's more than enough. So when you go to smaller beads, you're obviously getting more per tube, and also we have varied the tube sizes because I have here delicas in a 15-0 and seed beads in a 15-0. You'll notice in the list of the Miyuki delicas that you get approximately 1,900 in a tube. That's because the weight of the tubes is 5.5 grams. They start to get a little bit pricey when they go higher than that, so that's one of the reasons that we do that. Looking down, then, it's interesting to see how as you get to the different brands, they're going to be lighter or heavier, more per inch, less per inch of the same exact size, or more or less per tube. So Toho, looking at a 11 OC bead, when you're looking at a Miyuki 11, you have approximately 105 beads that are actually in each gram. When you're looking at Toho, you have approximately 110 beads that are in each gram. Generally speaking, you're going to get more beads per gram for the Toho because they happen to have a larger hole in the middle, and they're going to be required to have less glass, which is going to make them a little bit lighter. Going even down further then, there's a difference between the check beads. Approximately 134 of the check 11OC beads are going to be in an 11O tube of, or 11O gram of beads. So when you're looking at this chart, it's really helpful for certain patterns to look at and see, all right, I only need 100 of this bead. Approximately, how much do I have left in my tube? So if I'm looking left in my tube and I say, all right, let me divide this tube into 14 different little sections here, 7, and then 7.5 would be 3. And you can kind of eyeball in a tube exactly how many beads you have left and do you have enough to do your project if it's going by gram weight. That way you don't have to go through and actually count the beads. I've done a number of different Better Beaters on the amount of beads per inch and the difference between Toho, Miyuki, even check C bead, and then the really, really tiny little Charlotte beads as well, which are also a 15O. When you're looking at these different beads and the different amounts per gram, do note additionally that this is an approximation. They're tiny. They are really, really, really tiny beads. So when you're talking about fitting into a tube of 15O, 1900 or 2300 beads, you may have 2320, you may have 2,299 beads. So it's an approximation how much is going to fit into that tube because they are so tiny. There's a little bit of variation from one side to the other. So when you're doing the different patterns, it's going to be really, really helpful to look at these different ideas as far as how many beads are there that you are required to use for the pattern, how many pieces. Usually if it's less than a half a gram or less than a gram, you can actually count the number of pieces. So it may say 16 beads or 16 15Os where it says 0.5 for the top. We could get exact, we could put exact numbers, but when you start to get higher than say, 100, you're really not going to take the time generally to pick out those beads. That's why this reference for the amount of seed beads per inch that you're getting, if you string them straight, the amount of seed beads of each style per gram, and then also if you're purchasing from PotomacBeads, the amount of beads in each tube based on that gram weight. Hopefully these cards that we have done are really, really helpful. We also have this as a downloadable PDF on our website, along with some graph paper and some other useful tools that you can use to help make you that better beater. If you go on our website and you go to the How to Bead section, there's helpful tutorials and little reference guides there. As always with these Better Beater episodes, the idea really is to make you a better beater. So hopefully these little charts help. It's a lack of waste of paper then because they're nice references to have on hand and to receive if you do get your order. As always, I do tell you to make sure to make comments below, give a little thumbs up if you like the video, and share in this plethora of comments on our YouTube channel as well as on our Facebook group, all the different designs, ideas, and helpful hints that you have to really make this community even better and more awesome than it already is. As always, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully you found this Better Beater episode helpful for you and a nice reference to get you started in digesting and going through some of your patterns. Thanks for watching and happy beading.